Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about my ranking of the Power 9. Everybody talks about Power 9. Power 9 are hot. Power 9 are the reprinted cards of the moment, and Wizards of the Coast is throwing them back on the market with a different card back. But I am looking at the originals, at least the originals I have, and I'm going to use a couple of proxies or internet pictures for the ones I don't have. Folks, I wanted to rank the Power 9. There's a lot of talk about them. I just came back from Paris and I thought it would be interesting to talk about that. And I want to start off with number 9 for me on the Power 9 ranking, and that's the Mox Emerald. That's the Mox that actually produces a green mana. For those who have been around for a while, everybody knows what a Mox is. I got an unlimited here. It's signed by the artist Dan Fraser, and I am really thinking these kind of cards are still very unique, despite the fact that we're gonna get a collector's edition, a new collector's edition with a different collector's edition card back. I'm ranking these by, you just saw the Landau Elf there, and of course you got the Birds of Paradise. I'm ranking these by the usefulness for me personally. So this is a personal list of the Power 9, and for me the Mox Emerald comes in at 9. Simply because you got a lot of other cards to ramp up your mana base in green. Like I said, the Landau Elves, the Birds of Paradise, searching for green lands, other elves that give you mana. So the Mox Emerald for me is the least important one when it comes to first round play. I'm gonna put these back into the binder in the order we are talking about them. So this one, the least interesting of the Power 9 for me, still insanely strong, of course. On position number 8, we got the Mox Ruby here. I got a very nice copy of the Mox Ruby, got it a couple of years ago. I think it's even documented. I talked French over the weekend and beginning of this week, folks. So I'm still in French mode. Over the what did I want to say? Yes, there should be a video out there in which I tell you how much I paid for this Mox and when I got it. I think it's about one or 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, might be roughly that. The Ruby, we just had a look at the red cards. There's not a lot of red stuff you can cast in the first round. So for me, the Mox Ruby comes in at position 8, number 8. Number 8, who remembers that? Please leave me a comment. So the Mox Ruby, still insanely strong. Again, like the Mox Emerald as well, but not as strong as the others in my opinion. When it comes to first round drops, Mox Pearl, you just saw the White Knight, first round White Knight. I think that's very strong for me. Back in the day, that was cool. First round Mesa Pegasus, first round Disenchant, all these kind of stuff you can do in the first round is pretty awesome, of course, with the Mox Pearl. The first round White Knight always was a highlight for me when I got that, so I always was pretty happy about that. But for me, the Mox Pearl comes in at number 7. So to a lot of people, the Mox Pearl is one of the weakest ones, but to me, the other two are a little weaker. And I know it's all about color combinations you play as well, and white isn't played that much, so for a lot of people it's not that important. But purely looking at what I can do with it in the first round in a couple of decks, the Mox Pearl to me is interesting. Mox Jet, number 6, first round Sinkhole, bam! You lay a land, I lay a Mox and a Swamp, and boom, gone is your land. I always liked that. First round him to Turek, first round Black Knight here. Cool. I think that's very strong personally, but I don't know if you think differently. I even saw people like first round Mox, first round Swamp, Dark Ritual, and then play stuff for 4 mana, like a Juggernaut or whatever without Black Lotus. So I think the Mox Jet is pretty strong. Number 5, Time Walk here, folks. To me, that was the most iconic Magic the Gathering card for a long time. I even preferred this above the Black Lotus, and we haven't talked about the Black Lotus, so it's further along in the list. But the Time Walk, an extra turn, it's such a good card in my opinion. It always is good. It doesn't matter what you do. I even saw people back in the day playing a Time Walk in the second round and just laying a third mana and being ready to counter and just being 1 round ahead. I got this beautiful Time Walk as well as part of the channel. I bought it a while ago too. There should be a video on here if you're interested. Again, talking about where I got it, when I got it, and for how much I got it. Because I still think talking about prices is very important, especially in this time when the prices fall. I haven't seen the prices of Power 9 fall, by the way, despite the fact that we're getting the 30th anniversary edition. But this is a very, very nice copy. I think it's one of the nicest Power 9 cards I have, together with the Mox Ruby. And I think my Sapphire is very, very nice as well. But I actually do not only have this Time Walk, which is very, very cool. I think I also got a Time Walk from back in the day. Yeah, I think I have that thing for as long as I play. It's crazy. It was one of the first power pieces I got. Look at this. I played this without sleeve, and yeah, it has seen some matches, but it's still authentic. It's an honest card, and it's mine, and I love it. And yeah. I still play with it sometimes, with sleeve nowadays, of course, but it's in the back of the binder with the other duplicates of my unlimited cards. So, yeah, let's get back to the unlimited. I got my alpha cards in here as well for people who haven't seen it. This is kind of my main binder in which I keep my unlimited set, my unlimited duplicates, my alpha and my beta cards. So, yeah, let's get to number 4, and it should be here, but it is not because I'm missing it. And of course, I'm talking about the Time Twister. Time Twister, awesome card, of course. We didn't recognize the potential back in the day. Just draw 7 new cards and shuffle your library, shuffle your graveyard, everything together. Leave the cards in play that are in play. Yeah, just getting 7 new cards, that wheel effect is awesome. I wish I would have gotten one while the price still was okay, but I did not, so I have to, yeah, try to find one for a reasonable price within the next couple of years. And number 3, for me, my beautiful Mox Pearl here, also signed by Dan Fraser. I think first round Island Mox Pearl, and being able to counter is still very, very important. Sometimes I even did first round Island Mox Pearl copy artifact here, and I just copied the Mox, and I had 4 mana in the second round, which was pretty cool as well. Laying another island, of course. So to me, the Mox Pearl is the best Mox, and I think to a lot of people it is. So yeah, not a lot we can say about that, but an extra blue mana is always welcome. So yes, these are the 5 Moxes and the Time Twister and the Time Walk for me. And then we're getting to second place, and you already can imagine when I stick or stay on the side with the artifacts, it should be here. For me, second place goes to Black Lotus. Yes, it's definitely the most iconic Magic the Gathering card and the most expensive Magic the Gathering card out there. Let's see if I get this little speck of dust out here. I hate that. There's a lot of dust piling up in these binders nowadays. I should maybe consider getting some with zippers. Let's see if I can get it out with the prism. But Black Lotus, folks, yes, awesome card. First round kills. Black Lotus, channel, fireball. That's what we used to do back in the day. Awesome iconic card. Yeah, we can talk about it for hours, but it is what it is. It's the Black Lotus is the Black Lotus. And my number 1, of course, for people who kept track, for me personally, it is the Ancestral Recall. I think it's a really, really strong card. Not only do you get 3 cards for 1 blue mana, you can do it at instant speed. And I think that makes it more valuable or more usable than all the others, because it's always good. It doesn't matter which deck you play, as long as you have a blue mana, you can draw 3 extra cards, and those 3 extra cards give you a big advantage over everybody else that's playing against you, because you got card advantage. And card advantage, as we used to say, and I think that's still valid, card advantage wins the game. So Ancestral Recall, my number 1 of the Power 9. Folks, I'm going to finish off the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm curious if you consider to get Power 9 when the new Collector's Edition comes out. There's a lot of talk about it. We discussed it a lot on the channel as well, and I still see a lot of other channels still discussing it. I'm curious if you would consider that, but yeah, let's finish off with Jonesy here, because he is meowing all the time. Folks, I would suggest, instead of buying Collector's Edition, you just buy yourself a piece of unlimited power. I think that's the better option. Go for the original. Fuck that Collector's Edition. Get the real stuff, and actually the price is not that different. If you would buy two or three of the displays with 4 boosters for $3,000, you can easily get yourself a nice Mox. So yeah, nice Mox, a reasonable light plate Mox. So yeah, that's definitely the better option, I think. We got through the video, folks. I wish you a very nice rest of the day. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you stay frosty, and I talk to you next time. Me and Jonesy are saying bye. Yeah, folks, thanks for listening.